on the impeachment inquiry, how important is it to you not to let this bleed over into an election year?
Well, I think I've really made, thanks, Nancy, for the question, and thank you for your condolences on Elijah. I keep saying to people, impeachment is about the truth and the Constitution of the United States. Any other issues that you have disapproving of the way the president has dealt with Syria, whatever the subject is, reluctance, the cowardice to do something about gun violence, the cruelty of not wanting to help our dreamers and transgendered people, the denial about climate crisis that we face. The list goes on. That's about the election. That has nothing to do with what is happening in terms of our honoring our oath of office to protect and defend the Constitution and the facts that might support. And we don't know where this path will take us, but could take us down a further path. But these two are completely separate.
But at what point would you say, let's let the voters decide?
Who said that?
No, I'm saying, at what point might you say, let's just let the voters decide?
The voters are not going to decide whether we honor our oath of office. They already decided that in the last election. Yes, ma'am.
Republican leader Mitch McConnell seems to think that an impeachment trial in the Senate could wrap up before the end of the year.
I have no idea.
Does that seem unrealistic to you?
I would have no idea. The path, the timeline will depend on the truth line, and that's what we're looking for. Chad?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On the Syria policy, and this is sort of a two-part question. Number one, do you think that we've gotten into this question about what should be the right policy in Syria, because there has not been an AUMF since 2001 and 2002. And the second part, and this dovetails a little bit with what Nancy was asking, would there be a scenario where, because you said yesterday it was dangerous what the president had done in regard to Syria, that this could bleed over into the impeachment issue because it's such a grave problem?
No. Let me answer your second question first. When I became Speaker the first time, no, maybe not, but there were those who were here who, who knew that people, hundreds of thousands of people were in the street asking me to impeach President Bush because of the war in Iraq and because of the misrepresentation that was made at the time as to why we should be going into Iraq. That's a policy matter. That isn't, in my view, an impeachment matter. And I said if they had any case to make, they could make it, but I was not going down that path. Again, what could be worse than the war in Iraq and the misrepresentations that were made to the American people? And as you know, says I was the senior Democrat on intelligence. I had the Adam Schiff job, the one he had before becoming chairman in the majority. But in the minority, I was a member of the Gang of Four. I saw all the intelligence. I knew that there was no intelligence to support the threat that the administration was putting forth, and I said at the time, the intelligence does not support the threat. Senator Graham of Florida was actually the chairman, because they had the majority at the time, the Democrats, the chairman of the Intelligence Committee, and he came to the same conclusion. We both voted no on the war. So I think that the war in Iraq was one of the worst mistakes in our country. I did not think it was about impeachment. It's about policy, and that's a different debate. Impeachment is about the law, not being above the law, abuse of power, obstruction of justice, about honoring our oath, honoring our oath of office.